So, I just finished watching Bluey season 1 for like the fourth time because I love the show. It's a really fun show to watch. So, we are going to watch it. We're going to rank it. So, yeah, we are ranking all the season 1 episodes, which is everything from the magic xylophone to, or is it Veranda Santa? Veranda Santa. And that is all we're ranking. This goes up to cricket, but we're only doing season 1. So let's begin. Okay, I'm back. I just split up the episodes into 4 different categories. Either I love the episode, I like it, it's an okay episode, or I don't really like it that much. So, yeah, let's begin with the first episode of the series. According to this website, I don't know if the Magic Xylophone is the first episode or if it's Keepy Uppy. But yeah, the Magic Xylophone. I think it's pretty okay. It's a good one. It's an okay one. It's not one of the better ones, I won't say, but I like it. It's a really good one. It's a good episode. We'll put it in the it's okay. Hospitals, I'd say it's about right there with Magic Xylophone. I think it's pretty cool. It's a pretty good one. Keepy Uppy, probably I'd put it like right here. Right after Magic Xylophone. Keepy Uppy, I think, is either the third episode or the first episode. I know on Disney's the Disney Junior YouTube channel, they claim it as the first episode, alongside Shadowlands for some reason. But yeah, it's an okay one. Daddy Robot, yeah, we're gonna put this one probably better than Keepy Uppy, but really, that's all it's gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna move Hospitals up here because I do like Hospitals. Hospitals is a good episode, but yeah, we're gonna do Keepy Uppy right there, and yeah, Daddy Robot. I was gonna say there, it's a fun one. It's a fun one. So next up, Shadowlands. I mean, it's got Coco in it, and Coco is one of my least favorite characters in the entire show. So, but it does have Snickers, and I do love Snickers, the character. He's adorable. The candy, I'm not really a big fan of Snickers in real life, but yeah, I don't know. It's got that one, but then it's got that. It's got Coco. We're gonna put it in. It's okay. We're gonna put it right near the end right now. 'Cause I don't think it's bad. I think it's just okay. The Weekend was actually the first ever episode of Bluey made. I think. Well, there was an episode that they made to show off the show to people, to like TV executives, and then like they made, when the show got greenlit, The Weekend was the pilot episode. Okay, according to Wikipedia, The Magic Xylophone is the first episode. But yeah, The Weekend was the first one ever made, and it was later turned into an episode 6, and it's a really good one. It's a really nice one. So I'm gonna go with probably right here. It's a really neat one. I like it. Barbecue. There's a scene in Barbecue which if you haven't watched the episode, where the kids, I think it's Muffin, Socks, and Bluey, are running to the balcony, and for a split second, Socks is missing her eyes, and it's the most creepiest thing that I have ever seen, ever. This episode is probably, I'd say, about right there. Right between Daddy Robot and Keepy Uppy. It's an okay one. It's pretty neat. It's fine. Fruit Bat got one of the better songs in Bluey. I love the song that Fruit Bat has. And I'd say it's about probably right around here. Fruit Bat. It's a good one. Actually, I'm gonna put The Weeknd up here. I think The Weeknd is the best one so far. Fruit Bat's pretty good. It's a pretty good episode, which is then contradicted later in the series because Bluey apparently the fruit bat became her favorite animal, and then oh no, when what was it during the episode Onesies, when Brandy came along, Bluey's like, well, my favorite animal was actually a zebra, and now it's a cheetah. Whatever. Horsey Ride. This episode is the episode where Bandit and Stripe get married. We're gonna put it right about here, right about splat in the middle of this okay section. Hotel. It's been a while since I've seen some of these because I didn't watch them all in one day. But this episode is Bluey upsetting Bingo because she's bossing her around. It's okay. It's okay. It's one of the free episodes that Disney has on their YouTube channel, but I'd say it's better than Shadowlands, but I'd say that's about as good as I'd put it. It's better than Shadowlands. Like, I really do like this episode. What, they have the song Ode to Joy in the episode as the background track, and that is a really good song. Yeah, I like this episode a lot. It's about Bluey trying to learn how to ride a bike, but when she fails, she decides to give up. But then she notices her friends and family are also struggling. I think Bingo is trying to get a drink of water from the fountain. There's a character named Bentley who's trying to climb the monkey bars. And then Muffin is trying to put on a backpack. It's a good one. I'd put that above Fruit Pat. Just like for the song alone, but I do like the episode a lot. Bob Bilby. Just speaking the way the characters do. It's an okay one. It's an okay one. I'll say that. Probably about like, how do I move that? Okay, I'm gonna put it like maybe right about here in episodes, right above Hotel and under Keepy Up, because Keepy Up is a really good episode. But Bob Bilby is nice. There's a red stripe in the episode. I don't to this day I don't know if that's an animation error or like one of Stripe's like brother like cousins or something. It's not brothers because we already know Bandit's family. But yeah. It's confusing. Spy Game. We're gonna put it like right here. Spy Game is not the most interesting episode in the series. It's just all of Bluey's friends playing Spy Game, but Bluey is mean to Bingo. Bluey was really. I noticed a lot watching season 1 again compared to watching season 2 and 3 is that Bluey was really not the best bigger sister to Bingo throughout some of the episodes. but it seems to be that she got better in season 2 and 3. But yeah, in these original season 1 episodes, she was very not the best toward Bingo. And this is just one of the examples. Takeaway. I like this episode. This one's fun. Watching them get food and then watching them go chaos. I'd say it's probably right about here, right in between Fruit Bat and Magic Xylophone. It's fun. And it all takes place in like one area, just the takeaway restaurant. It's really good. Butterflies. That is going straight to the worst so far because this is probably Judo's worst appearance in the entire series. And probably the worst that Bluey's kind of been to Bingo. If you don't remember in the episode, Judo comes over to play and she's like being mean to Bingo. Judo is their next door neighbor. And she's being mean to Bingo, doesn't want her to play the game because she's small and slow at the game. And then, because of the whole fact that she's taking forever, Judo's just like, you know what, let's just abandon her. And then Bluey's like, okay. And they abandon Bingo, and she's upset about it. And yeah, she deserves to be upset about it, because that was rude. Like I said, Bluey was really mean to Bingo in the first season, but she did get better. And that's probably so far the worst episode so far. Yoga Ball. I'm not putting in don't like, I'm just putting it right here. Yoga Ball's pretty. It talks about the message of Bandit sometimes being a bit rough because he forgets that his kids are different ages. I'd say it's probably better than Fruit Bat. It was a really neat episode. It was a really good one. And it shows, that yeah, Bingo and Bluey do kind of act the same sometimes, but they have their limits. Calypso. This episode, I just didn't really care about. It's not that I didn't like it, it's just that it was kind of okay at best. I'd probably put it right here. All the characters we meet in Calypso are just fine, if I had to say anything. Sorry. But the whole episode has Bluey's class all playing a game sort of together. It all culminates together. But yeah, it's fine. It's not really the best, but I'd put it in the it's okay. I'm gonna put The Weeknd up and love it because the Weeknd is a really good episode. Like, I keep looking at it and I'm just like, I want to put that and love it, and I do love it. It's a good episode. So next up, The Doctor. This has Honey. Don't remember what breed of dog Honey is, but she's an adorable character, or he. Yeah, so her. Yeah, and this is a really fun episode to watch. I'll say that. I'm gonna put it up here, right next to Yoga Ball and Bike, because it's really a fun episode. Especially watching all the other kids' ailments, where literally Indy's ailment is that her arms fell off. Don't know how she came up with that one, but sure. The claw. So yeah, it basically teaches Bluey and Bingo the importance of they don't have to win everything, because it's not fun if they win everything. I'd put it probably about right here. Although Bingo doesn't really learn the lesson until past the parcel in season 3. Yeah, it's kind of the lesson is that they don't need to win everything, but yeah. Because as they find out when they keep winning when they went on their first try with Chili doing it, they're like, it's not really that fun. And then Bandit, they actually have to work for their prize, and then they actually find it fun. So, yeah. Markets. An okay episode. I'm not going to put it until, like, if I put it right here, I'm just, like, keeping it for viewing later. I don't know. I'd say it's okay, probably about right here-ish, right in between Keepy Uppy and Bob Bilby. I do think it's a nicer episode, but, it's not the best. It's not one of the better ones, I'd say. Blue Mountains was a fun little episode. Um, Unfortunately, it is just a weird one. So I'd probably put it down. Okay, it's not the worst episode of the show. That would be a later episode, but yeah, I'd probably put it about, I'd say, right, no, right, right there. It's okay. It's a different one. It's just a different one. Because it's got the kids playing on Bandit. And also Chili. Which is weird, because, yeah, it's weird. It's weird. The pool, the kids say that the dad is not the best anymore. The dad's self-esteem is crushed forever. Poor Bandit. You tried your best, and you failed. And then Mom came to save the day. But they do have a nice little scene at the end. Also, my favorite part in this episode is the part when they're trying to get Bingo out of the pool, and she says she's not getting out of the pool. But as she does that, the pool cleaner approaches her and she screams with a high pitched scream and jumps out of the pool. It's so hilarious. I'd put this one probably up here. It is a really better one. I'm gonna move Bike up to like it too. Not. Oh, it's okay. Shops. I really love the music in this one. This one has fun music, and it's a really fun game that they're playing. I'd probably put it right here, right after the pool. It is a fun episode to watch about them trying to set up a shop, but then Mackenzie keeps getting mad because they suck at it, and he just wants to get the shop going, and then everyone else is like, well, we need to set up the rules. But yeah, Wagon Ride is Bluey just kind of being a jerk and not letting her dad do what he wants and not letting him talk. Um, and I'd say it's kind of a weaker episode. Probably right there. That's Taxi. Um, Probably right there is where I'd put Wagon Ride. It's decent. It's nowhere near like, oh my gosh, this is a stellar episode. It's just decent. Taxi. I'm gonna have to read over this episode. Um, I just don't remember this episode a lot. It's kind of just a forgettable episode. Although I'd probably put it better than Wagon Ride, just because I think I remember finding some moments more enjoyable. It's just kind of a weaker episode, in my opinion. Next up, The Beach. Is this? Yeah, this is the episode that has one of the songs I like. And it's a nice little episode where Bluey is trying to reunite with her mom, and she has to be brave. I'd say, because of the song alone, it's like really higher. But I'd say it's about like right here in the higher spots, and it's okay. It's a nice one. Nice one. Pirates. um, Missy, I don't know what breed of dog she is trying to face her fears playing the game. Meanwhile, Bandit is getting embarrassed. It's shown a lot in like the first season as well that Bandit is kind of a little bit embarrassed with playing with the kids in public. For example, in this episode, it really shows it as another dad and his son are at the park, and Bandit's like not wanting to make whale noises because he's like embarrassed. But like he does get better at it. He's like, okay, you know what? I'm helping my kids. I'm being fun. So you know what? Who cares what others think? But yeah, a lot of season one he does have this, it's kind of embarrassing thing. But yeah, I'd put Pirates probably about I'd say right there, right near the middle of the It's Okay section. Grannies is my least favorite episode of season one. I'm sorry. For anyone that likes the episode, I do like the granny characters that Bluey and Bingo. Okay, what is going on? My thing was making noise. I do like the granny characters that Bluey and Bingo come up with, Janet and Rita, but the episode is completely just the kids are debating over whether grannies can floss. I saw that description on Disney Plus and immediately knew this episode was not going to be one of my favorites. And you know what? Looking back on it now, actually, I do think it's better than Butterflies. It is not the worst episode, but it is definitely down there in the don't like. It is. I just don't like grannies. I just don't like the fact that the whole episode is basically, oh wow, can grannies floss? No. Um, the creek. The creek is beautiful. This is a really heartwarming episode. The creek. It's got Mackenzie in it. I'd say it's probably definitely probably definitely like I'd say about probably like right next to Shops. They're kind of both the kids playing episodes. So that's where I would put The Creek. It's got a nice little ending, in my opinion. Next up, Fairies. I don't know. On one hand, I can see that Bingo was upset about her father not about her father yelling at her. But to be fair, in the episode, he tells her to stop, and he's clearly visibly on a call when she's trying to get his attention. So, yeah, Bingo is kind of a jerk throughout this episode, making Bandit do things because he yelled at her. It's probably, I'd say right there. Just because I don't think I agree that with them trying to make Bingo the sort of gooder character. Sort of the, oh, I feel bad for her in this one. No. She wasn't listening to her dad. Her dad told her, to stop, and she didn't. So the dad was just trying to, I just told her to stop. So yeah, fairies. I'm gonna put it in the don't like. Next up, Work. It's got one of the better songs too, and a really good scene near the end with that, where like Bandit's dancing. I'd say it's gonna be about I'd say I'm gonna put it in front of the magic xylophone as it's a good episode. Bumpy and the Wise Old Wolfhound is one of my favorite episodes of the season. I love the episode. It's just so fun to watch. I'd probably put it in I love it. Probably better than The Weekend. I love Bumpy and the Wise Old Wolfhound. It's a fun episode to watch, and I'm not upset to say it, and I don't feel bad about saying that. It is a fun episode to watch. Hold on one second. Alright, so I was looking at the picture for the next one, and I was like, wait, this is Backpackers. This is later in this season. Like, wait, what happened to, you know, uh, Trampoline? But no, the picture is in reference to Bandit's backpack in the episode. But yeah, I love Bumpy and the Wise Old Wolfhound. It's probably one of my favorite episodes of the entire season. Trampoline. I mean, the kids kind of just weren't letting Bandit go to work. Kids, who do you think um pays for your food and stuff? Right there. Who do you think pays for your food? We never see Chili, working. Well, we do in one episode. I think it's the Quiet Game. She is off working in that episode, and then in Driving, she's trying to help her friend Marge. But yeah, it's okay. The Dump is a nice little episode about Bandit. Not about yeah, Bandit's not the best. He's not perfect. But you know what? Hey, no one's perfect. Although the real message of the episode is that yeah, Bandit the kids think Bandit is like knows everything and is the best, but really Bandit's just like everyone else. He makes mistakes, but in the end Bluey realizes that yeah, he's throwing away her drawings, but to be fair, he's not throwing them away. He's recycling them. So yeah, I'd put this one really high up. Probably about right here, right between Fruit Bat and Takeaway. It's a neat little episode to watch. I do like it from time to time. Zoo. Eh, it's fine, I'd say. Not really one of the better episodes. It's just kind of weaker. I don't know. I more like episodes where like the family is out with others or something like that. Bluey and Bing are out with others, but yeah. Zoo is okay. I would just put it like it's not bad, but I'd put it like right there between Wagon Ride and Taxi. It's fine. It's fine, really. Backpackers. Another relatively okay episode, in my opinion. We're gonna have to like start moving down the list here. Um, Backpackers, like I said, it's fine. I I do like how we get to see like Socks standing upright, sort of her upright version, even though like later in the season she's back to her four-legged stance, which she does end up being two-legged, I think, after Christmas Swim from that episode on. But yeah, Backpackers is okay. I'd probably put it better than Hotel, but that would really, really just be it. It's fine. The Adventure. This is one of the weirder looking titles, as it's like shortened. It's like smaller because that's how the episode was, with the black bars on top. It was a nice little adventure that Bluey and Chloe went on. And the ending basically just is Chloe's just trying to cause her dad to have a car wreck. You need to watch these episodes if you know what I'm talking about. There's an episode in season 3 where Muffin scams $1,200 out of an old lady. And that happens at the end of the episode, but that's the only thing, that's the thing that makes me love that episode, is that she scams $1,200 out of an old lady. But yeah, the adventure, we're going to put this one probably lower here. I'd say right there in between Blue Mountains and Markets. It's okay at best. Copycat. Oh my gosh, this episode makes me cry. It is definitely going in the love it episode. This is one of the episodes that I'd probably put it number 2. This is one of the episodes that when I first saw the description on Disney Plus, I was like, oh, it's gonna be a fun little episode where like Bluey's copying her dad. Fun. And then it hits you like a truck, where all of a sudden they go to they all of a sudden they find a hurt bird. They bring it to the vet and the bird dies, and I'm just like, excuse me? Like, the description of the episode just said they were playing copycat. What the heck? And it's a really great message of dealing with death and how Bluey learns to get over that by imaginative play. She acts out the events of the day that would happen in order to cope with it. I think it's a really neat episode, and it's definitely up there in the love it, because it is an episode that I was not expecting. And when I saw it, it was just like a gut punch. It was like, oh my gosh, this happened. I just watched this happen. Let's just watch this happen. I just cried. The sleepover is a really fun one, I gotta say. Muffin's most notable line, one of Muffin's most notable lines now is, coconuts have water in them. I'm gonna put it in the love it. I'm gonna put it in the like it. In the like it tier. Probably I'd probably move Bike actually here and do that. I'd probably move this around like that. Hospitals is really good. But probably just like that. The sleepover is a really fun episode to watch. It's just fun. They don't all have to be life changing. They can just be fun. Early Baby. Where's Calypso? Where's Calypso? It's probably around Calypso. I don't care for it. Same with its second part. I'd probably say the second part of it is worse. Probably like even worse than Calypso. Mums and Dads. They're kind of like 2-part episodes, so we're just gonna kind of like go over them together. Part 1, the kids are telling their story about what happened during their playtime. And yeah, they realize that they were playing different games, but they kind of collided with each other, and they like accept that and are fine about it. And then they just end up switching games. And then part 2, Indy and Rusty are like being mom and dad to a baby, but like not because they can't decide who's gonna work, because they both want to work. It's kind of boring, I'd say. In the nicest way, because I don't hate it. It's just kind of both of them are boring. Hide and seek. Hide and seek. Hide and seek has Bluey being one of the dumbest characters yet. Um, it's a really fun one though. I'd probably put it right about better than I'd probably put it right about here, right around Horsey Riot and Pirates. It's a pretty okay episode. And yeah, I don't really have to say anything as to why camping is going up in the love it tier. It is a very wholesome episode. It's very good. Um, Bluey and Jean Luc's friendship, even though they can't understand each other, they ended up working through it. It was really nice to watch. And it is definitely one of the highest rated episodes of the show. I think it goes right now it's a fight between Cricket and Sleepy Time for the best episode, and then right after that it's camping. And I understand that because it's a really good episode. I'd probably put it actually better than Copycat, but I still just love Bumpy and the Wise Old Wolfhound better. But Camping is a very good episode. And that ending scene is just one of the best scenes in the entire show. Just gonna say that. It's a really good ending scene. Mount Mum and Dad. It's okay. Although the just imagery of the kids climbing on their parents, it's just kind of weird sometimes. Um, yeah, I'd probably put it around like better than Zoo, but that's really it. It's kind of just a weirder episode in my opinion. Kids. This is about the dad playing a child. Yay. Um like you can see Bingo popping out through it because Bingo's the weird different episode of the series where um it's it's the only one that has a different title card, but yeah. Kids is okay. That's all I can say. It's fine. It's a fine episode, although I will say the message in it, I will say Bluey in it was kind of just terrible, and so was Bingo. Bluey taking Bingo's sides, and then Bingo purposely making trouble just to make her dad look bad. Probably right there, if I'd have to say anything. Chicken Rat! I like the backwards storytelling in this episode, where they, like, tell the episode in reverse. That's a nice little fun way to tell the episode. And honestly, it was a really fun episode to watch. I'd probably put it really higher up. Probably right there, honestly, if I had to be honest. It's a really fun episode to watch. Neighbors, I love this one too. um, Watching Bandit just come up with the multiple ways of being an annoying neighbor was fun. Uh, Definitely one of the higher episodes. Honestly, you know what? We're adding another one to the like it. We're putting it in the like it. It's a really fun episode to watch. Yay! Teasing. Shoot, I haven't watched this one recently. Out of the two episodes that are not on Disney Plus, which are Teasing and Dad Baby, This one I don't understand. It used to be 3 until earlier this year they finally let Family Meeting back on Disney Plus because it was missing from the first half of season 3. But yeah, out of the two, I don't understand why teasing's not on there. Maybe just entirely because of the name, but Bandit's not being overly too bad in this episode, except for, I'd have to say, probably with one clip where he takes Bingo's ice cream and then, or like push pop thing, popsicle thing, and then eats it, or starts licking it. That, I'd say he was being mean there, but it was kind of just a fun little episode. I don't understand why, aside from the name, that it's just banned from Disney Plus. I'd say probably right there, right in front of Chicken Rat, but behind the creek. I just don't understand why it was banned. I guess a lot of people don't understand why the other episodes are banned. But yeah, Asparagus is going up in Like It, because I like Asparagus. I like the episode. It's a fun one. It's a real fun one of watching the family just descend into chaos after being turned into animals. Although, to be fair, they say in the episode, we're not animals, but they're literally dogs. Sean, Bandit physically assaults his friend, and we're just supposed to think that's okay. Um, no, but honestly, this is an okay episode. I'd probably put it right there, right in between Backpackers and Hotel. But yeah, Bandit just physically assaults Pat, and we're just supposed to say that's okay. It's not. Okay, I'm gonna move Daddy Put Down a little bit. Daddy Put Down's being put in the like. Not the love it, but in the like. Because this is a really good episode. Honestly, I'd put it right here next to Asparagus. It's a really neat episode. It's got a good message. The episode is about Bluey being upset because Chili leaves to go to a baby shower and that the dad has to put them to sleep the night, and he's upset and she's upset because Bluey is a mama's girl. We know that from the episode Baby Race. We've known that Bingo really likes Dad. There's a cat meowing upstairs. We know that Bingo really likes Dad. Bluey's more attached to her mom. I keep saying he. Bluey's a girl. But yeah, this is one of the episodes that proves it. But she ends up getting over that she's not going to see her much that night. And it's a really neat and fun little episode. There is a cat meowing upstairs. Want to stop, please? Thank you. And finally, the last episode of season 1, Veranda Santa. I'm just going to put it up there so I can hold it. Veranda Santa is a decent one. Although this is just another episode of Bluey's just mean to her cousin, to her family. Because she can be. It's gonna be in the okay. Probably down lower. Just because it's just like a generic Christmas episode. I'd probably put it better than Wagon Ride, but it's kind of just a generic Christmas episode, I'd say. It's not the best, I'd say, but yeah, that's where I'd put Veranda Santa. And that is the whole ranking of season 1. Let's start from the top. My favorite episode of season 1 is Bumpy and the Wise Old Wolfhound. I think that's actually the longest episode name in the entire series. But yeah, that's my favorite episode, followed by Camping, Copycat, and The Weekend in the Love It. In the Like It, we have Bike, The Sleepover, Asparagus, Daddy Put Down, Hospitals, and Neighbors, all really fun episodes to watch. Really fun episodes that make me laugh. And in the okay, we have all of these episodes from Doctor to Shadowlands, and the worst episodes of the season, with Butterflies being one of the worst episodes of Bluey of all time. We got fairies, grannies, and butterflies. And that is my ranking of Bluey season 1 from worst to best. I'm going to do this for season 2. I'm going to watch the season over again so I can really get a good feel as to the episodes I like. And then we're going to do it for season 3. But yeah, that's it for this first ranking list. I love Bluey. It's one of my favorite shows. So I had fun ranking this and just showing off which episodes were my favorites. These 4 in season 1 are definitely real standout episodes. It's no wonder why The Weeknd was the one that they made as the pilot. It's a really good episode. But yeah, Camping obviously is a lot of people's favorite episode. Copycat is just the episode that was so unexpected it made me like question if I was watching the same episode. And then Bumpy and the Wise Old Wolfhound is just a fun story to watch. It's probably, when I watch through season 1, it's definitely the episode I look forward to the most watching it. It's so low on the season though, I have to wait. But yeah, that's it for our first of 3 Bluey seasons ranking. Next time we will be doing season 2, which is everything from, what is it? Everything from dance mode to obstacle course? No, everything from dance mode to Easter, which is another 52 episodes. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.